the middle of the night. We have here Baldur's Gate with us, a Dungeons and Dragons game. Maybe the name Baldur's Gate says something nowadays. It's an old series, dates way back over 20 years, and this is the first part. The news lately is the third. I won't spoil much because I don't know much about it. Know more about 1 and 2, and we will see here, well, part 1. And yeah, it's based on the Dungeons and Dragons rules, also plays in the Forgotten Realms, which is a part of Dungeons and Dragons universe. And well, the category is the highest difficulty, and I think we will just start with our character generation and start that way already the run, because a lot of things that decide how we approach this done in this menus. So gender-wise, we're open to everything. Just picking this one and picture that fits to it. Like biting, because we're playing the hardest difficulty. So half elf is good because it has plus 10% on pickpockets, and we will need pickpockets once. If you want to pickpocket a few more times when you play better the second part, we will play the Bard, known from the movie, the Dungeons and Dragons movie, but we will not sing much, so we don't select the Bard. We will select the subclass, the Blade. I don't think that was the case in the original game, that you could select this. That was changed with Enhanced Edition, where they used the engine of a second game also for the first game. So a few things are also selectable here, while not available on the original version. So Blade has offensive spin, which makes us faster. So we basically have a run move, which we want in a speedrun. Alignment-wise, we can choose everything besides evil, because shop prices are higher if we select evil. If we select good, then they are better. Now we go on the rolling. We have a lot of dices here already rolled, and the game calculates all the numbers together. Not done in the original, but we need... Yeah, well, we got 88, so we need that. That's enough points, 83 or 84 what was. We need 15 strength minimum because of some dialogue options, not because of fighting. We need 18, which is the max 3 d6s on dexterity. We have constitution at least on 16. Can probably make it a bit higher. And charisma also on 18 because of some scene that we want to go into. So that are our abilities. Skill-wise, we can choose just anything what we want. Bit samurai with the swords. I select the yellow color because I'm used to that, so I've actually find my character. We play our voice that we can select here from a few different ones, and we will select a name, and then also the legacy of ball difficulty. So enemy characters hit a lot higher and have a lot of more HP, which HP-wise they have 3 times the number of HP they normally have, plus 80. 8-0, so even the weakest ones are a lot stronger or take a lot of more hits. And with that, I just want to introduce a story bit with a small prophecy that we have. The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be soon from their passage, so saith the wise Orlando. In that story we will play, and the prophecy will begin in 3, 2, 1, now. So here we have the prologue, which kinda is a tutorial in the game. And we already meet Imoen. We can skip the whole sequence where our kind of father, not really father, but erased us. And here we already on. and get some stuff from Imran because we need some money later. And then we'll spin again and walk up. Leave Imran behind. We will mostly do this on our own. They better... Well, we leave them behind, but I think they're more safe if they stay back. I mean, playing on the highest difficulty here. I mean, yeah. So, we get the armor from Montaron and Oil of Speed and the healing potions. We leave the two also behind. There are starter companions that you can select if you want. We go in the boss and reform our party. Remove everyone. Because that's what you do if you want to keep them safe. And then we switch over and run away from the old man. That wants to tell us a lot about his stuff and the Forgotten Realms and also knows a lot about this world, but we will meet him later, so maybe if some accident happens, he will talk to us. So we go to the friendly inn, which should be the first place that you visit, but we won't do that. So first part of the game is to collect here some hidden items, so we get some money. A bit more on the highest difficulty because we need a bit more money for a few more items. And now we will unlock some parts of the map, which works like if you exit, you have 4 different entrances, north, east, south, and west, and also the same kind, same directions exits. And to unlock everything, or some parts of the map that we need, we just have to go out of a last map to the south and so unlock some stuff. And these are some enemies, high-level enemies, that can kill us in one shot. So we have to be kind of lucky to just pass them. Because we're underleveled, and we're here in a late game area, where we just happen to be because of some items that are in this cave. There was some enemy that didn't let me in. This is the Eknak cave, and it killed us right away. We're just hoping to get through here. Not getting shot. There is this cave is for some quests which we won't solve, but we will get our stuff. Leave other stuff behind and get the money, and there are some corpses also inside. This is some quest related part, but now we hope just to get out. The pathing of a game is quite nice, so we can just let our character run. If we click to the exit. If we get shot, well, we can't do much. Now we have to, for high hatch, if they let us. We can be surprised during our journey. And that happened, so you can just reload. You can also be catched by 2 skeletons on this way. Can attack you on the range, so we do not get hit. And then to this shop guy that you have to talk to twice. And he's not very happy. So identify everything, so it's worth more. Don't sell the Wand of Fire because that's actually necessary for our route. Potion of Protection, Diatron, Ghost Arm also goes. So 3 items are left, and now I have just follow my shopping guide. The Potion of Explosion, because fireballs won't be enough. Potion of Magic Blocking, because we want to avoid some spiders. Protection from magic, because of the end boss already in this part. Identify another wand that we will collect on the way. Mirror image to protect ourselves. We need it 3 times because of a higher difficulty. And invisibility to get past some people who we don't want to track to us. So we go out, rest a bit. So in-game wise, while we rest a few hours, takes a few weeks to go through the whole game. That beer is a bit placed, but okay. Then we rest here and make our way to Nashkel, which is the first big story dungeon that you can enter and that we want to, because in the speedrun we want to finish the story as fast as possible, so we won't do any side quests. We won't defend ourselves. Now unlock Nashkel to the east. And then we walk to this guy, who's a bit crazy, killed a lot of people because of a sword he has, so he gives us the sword. And everyone who wields the sword is in a berserk mode. Bit of a sad story, but he teleported us by finishing his quest to Nashkel. So that's nice of him, and a bit faster. Now everyone can greet Minsk and his hamster, because he stands around here. Probably one of the best known characters in Baldur's Gate series. And there we go to the Nashkel mines, and there we drink some oil of speed to be faster, so we don't need to use our offensive spin. It holds the whole area. If I deactivate my character script, which I forget too often, because that's kind of AI script for your own character, and it likes to activate offensive spin, and then it overrides the oil of speed effect, and offensive spin doesn't hold as long as the oil of speed, so you better have it deactivated. So we go inside into the mines after we got ourselves the mirror image. Vent of Frost we have to identify with our scroll that we had. There are other ways to identify stuff, but this is the way we choose. Using invisibility on ourselves. Don't run too fast before the spell is actually working on you, because you can actually start the spell, but then run away before it has any effect on ourselves, which is cool. Have to be speedy, but not that speedy in these moments. So infrared vision, because we are half elf, we can see NPCs in reddish. Don't know if it helps that much in the game, that ability, but we have it. Now we use mirror image to have more chances to survive some traps here. You could deactivate them, but well, same.
Perhaps I'm a bit more hurt than I thought.
Walk one alley down. And one shot actually didn't hit one of our mirror images, but directly hit us. So mirror image doesn't guarantee that you don't get hit. So first boss fight of the whole dungeon, and we do this with quick saving and abusing his script. 20, okay. So we quick save and quick load, so he can't move before we attack second time. I want to pick a hit here. Yeah, let's see. So normally he would try to get his minions to help him. Or he actually did. Because I did something wrong. 33. That's good.
A simple task.
Now it should be fine. Or not. You can catch him in a glitch state where he actually wants to give up. But since the fight never started, and now he screams for help, but it should actually be in the state. I'm changing to Scorcher, my fire wand. Yeah, now he doesn't start the fight any. He doesn't get his minions to help. He just runs around, and we just want him dead now with the Wand of Fire, because we have more stuff, more shots with that, and we need our Wand of Fire later, so it's worth more. Come on, drop. Just want some stuff from you. Nice. This thing better and the money. And in Fizz we want some other stuff. So the first chapter just was cleared. That was the in-between screen, and we leave everything else behind us. The level up. Start the mirror image safe, and then we hopefully get safely out. Because you can also easily get shot here. And yeah, wanted killed. Always fun.
A simple task.
It's a great save point. Try it again. Well, part of a highest difficulty is just to retry certain parts as quickly as possible. And if you get just shot again at the end, almost made it out of a tunnel here. We didn't get shot. Well, that's the battle system that is all based on dices. Shot again. Nice. That's an early one. And
Of course. A simple task.
come on. There's still enough places where we can show that this game can kill us. Whoa. Okay, let me quick save this one.
You got this!
This is this is a great exit. Now we're on timeout. Finally decide to shoot a bit later. So now, next thing that we have to do on this difficulty mode is to get the summoning wand of monsters. This guy with his skeleton doesn't want us. Can you ignore us? We have to go inside here with the mirror image. Quick save, and then just hope to survive here. Whoop. Another enemies that can deal a lot of damage. Well,
of course. A simple task.
don't get stuck here. Get stuck completely, frozen.
Done and of course.
Go there. And then run to the back. quickly as possible.
Of course.
If the game would let us. No, don't get stuck here. Okay, sometimes the path finding isn't as great as it could be. Especially. Why are you stuck again? Run around. Nice. Are we? No, I'm out.
Done and done.
So yeah, that's kind of a backup save. It's one of to summon some monsters, even if we had to spend some time on it, and it wasn't safe to get it. They don't let me want to save. Okay.
You do not dream.
And I'm
A simple task.
ending our journey here for now. Rest a bit, go over. And now we unlocked the bandit camp. There's some bandits. Do I have it? No. Yeah.
Yes. A simple task.
And now we want to join the bandits, because there we have our next chapter. And here is a dialogue option where we actually have to our strength at 15 at least. So we have a certain dialogue option to choose from. Oh, it works actually. So they let us in without any fight, and we can continue. They have the next chapter of the game that you can unlock, and now we need a portion of absorption to survive a tricky or trapped chest where we need some stuff. Here someone speaks at us quickly, but we can just avoid him. If he speaks to us, then he wants to fight, but we don't want to. So there's a trap of the chest we just absorbed. And we can just escape without him talking to us. And he didn't start any fights. And so we got our stuff without probably anyone noticing, I guess. There we leave to this place and then to High Hatch. We don't get interrupted in our journey. Are we? Yep, yeah. So now we in between stop. On any percent you don't do this because the ice vent has enough shots for you. But since we're running here on the highest difficulty, you need a few more shots to get the opponents down. So we identify all our objects, also the vent, and sell everything, including the wand of frost. Okay, let's go. Choose the cursed sword that we got, not the wand of summoning. And something wrong. Really don't have enough money at this point. Did I? Probably didn't pick up some items, I guess. Something different here. Let's do some. barrel meant. Actually, man. Actually, forgot some items here on the way. Can't believe that happened.
Would this potentially be a moment for a few messages?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I would like to remind everyone that are still a few donation incentives coming up pretty soon. The first one being the healing touch shape that Leo and Double will be using during the trauma center under the knife run. Right now in the lead is the star shape, which is in the lead with 15 euros, but there are some really good other options as well. Like, I definitely want them to win, so the letter W is also an option, which is currently in second place with 5 heroes. Other options are the Triforce, which, as a Zelda fan, definitely a recommendation as well, and also the down arrow. If you want to see any of those specific options being used as a healing touch shape, it's used to activate their anime superpower. Come on, that has to be great, right? Make sure to donate towards those incentives.
Sorry, friend, but you've got.
Actually, where should have started this?
A simple task.
Have all items from this, so.
Of course,
Let's see all of it. Down again. Not that good, see?
a simple task.
I'm not sure where I left all the money, but 2 letters.
A simple task.
Well, let's see how this goes another time. Will be possible here. Get a mirrored image up and inside.
Simple task.
No. Come on, chance. Don't block the passage that way.
Done and done. Of course,
Oh yeah, let's go to Carnival first. I have some bad dreams in this game. After every big chapter that we do. Because our character can kind of remember his past. Or his origin comes to haunt him.
Of course. Yes.
Should input the right dialogue options as you get attacked by the bandits. And then we should just be back at the position we were. A potion of absorption.
Now that was a stinker. A simple sorry, friend. But you
Inside
get a
again. Get every item. We need the letters here. Need actually the gauntlets? I don't know. Unblocks me now, but it should be Muller letter. I just have it here. Actually, a line.
Of course. Yes.
And we'll leave the bandit camp again.
Done and done.
Go up.
Waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself. Of course.
To Hayach again. Your favorite shop. I hope that it fits this time.
Done and done. Why do I live in such a pissant town?
Never in a good mood, our shop owner. Everything identified, okay. We have the gauntlets, sword, short sword, 18,000. I haven't sold the Wand of Frost. Now I can buy the Wand of Frost and have full shots with it.
As darkness
That's what we wanted with this shopping. Enough money for a Wand of Frost. Not sure what did wrong the first time. But here we are. So, a long trip. We have to go a long walk through some forests. But do not get hit by anything. Not getting stopped here.
done and done. You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
But we do this, and we do use the potion of magic blocking here because of some spider traps that want us to stop us in our way. Like this. We defended it because of our potion. Please do. It's an awful sound. Like it at all, hit this part. Go through this. We can't run away from this because of the enemies on the other map. So I couldn't save there. And also save. No, why are you there? Just let us continue our journey to the mines, to the other mines. So the story of the game at the start is that all the iron got bad, and that's why we ended up in the mine to find a problem for that. It's kind of was poisoned.
Done and done.
Went to the wrong place.
Of course.
Nothing aligns anymore. Okay. Can't even recognize the maps anymore. Click on the wrong one. Not the best part. So, out of speed, because we want to go through this map as quickly as possible. And then being invisible. And we need the fireballs.
Of course. Yeah.
So now we going stealthy in and getting stealthy kill. Of course, one opponent has unfortunate existence of that he has quick shoes. And we don't have enough fireballs for this, so yeah, 20 I take. We need on average 23.5 around. So we depend on good rolls here in our text box. If we get 9, that's not really ideal. 11, not either. That was no hit at all. There, just hoping that we get our shots in. We would need some higher, around 30. Would be nice if the game gave that us. There, we can attack opponents that are outside of our view range. Whoop. And then the click outside here. And if they can't see us, then they won't attack us, even if we just shoot them and hit them. And they don't get any bit suspicious because of some fireballs coming out of a horse stall, I guess. 23. Still need a bit higher rolls here. Just not coming in. Therefore, Frost, we have enough shots now. We have 100, but Frost doesn't have any fire mode that could use on range here. Can directly hit an opponent, as we will see in the coming mine. Is 23 really the max at the moment? Couldn't it just give us higher here? No, nice, 25. Could give us a bit more. Was can't really live with that. No, 22. Take 30. That's finally something good. So we get running almost empty with our fire wand here at the end. We have one potion of explosion as well to use. That we could use. I think the average damage of his wand is 10. I don't know the specifics how many dice are rolled here, but definitely don't have any roll luck. Like I said, 23.5 is on the average. 27 was okay. kind of, or if you ask the game master if we can change reroll a few hundred times, I guess. Think one. Okay, 25 should be enough. Yeah, safe versus spell, right? Of course. Finally, Dresses is dead, and yeah, some fast shoes, and we pick them, and yeah, we want to wear them as well, else we kind of slow. We want to get out of here fast, else the opponent block our way past, way back, because we have to escape from the south as well. So we're invisible and infiltrating. And never mind. We just go to the boss here. Go a bit slow through some corners here because there are actually some traps which hit us. This time it missed us. And we continue on. Give an act leader. So we have our wand of frost with 100 shots. And wait for the gate to open here. There is some perception check. Heard, so have a moment. And there it opens. And then we sneak in. So we didn't get hit. Shouldn't get hit by the trap and not talked to by the opponent. And we try to... No, not even the trap hits. Okay. Well, one talk from this side. We can also lock this. No, I don't want to get seen by his minion. Better out of sight. So we wait a moment here, and then we try to stun lock this opponent on this side. So we quick and save, go back and forth, hide, so we can't see him and he can't see us. So we can quick save and quick load, and then we go back and back again. Can't save here. And so the opponent is stuck at this place. And we can all our shots in. Did I actually kill him? It's not frozen, okay. There's a chance that you freeze him, so but we finished the next chapter and I got the ropes to get a bit more money. Exit didn't work out as planned. Just want to be quick, escape all these minions. Actually a bit low on health. So we rest a bit. All the bad dreams here. And then we get to what is a place that is called Baldur's Gate. So if you wanted to know why the series has that name, here's the answer. And we continue on. to beat some bad guys, and now we have to do some detective work.
Citizens, please step forward.
Actually, we said we don't want to investigate anything.
Of course.
Why didn't it activate Baldur's Gate first place? I don't know on the map. Confused for a moment why I couldn't select the part of a city that I wanted to go to.
Yes.
What was that? So we identify our stuff, so it's worth more. All the ropes of the evil wizard. And we buy our late game stuff. More potion of invisibilities. For oil of speed to be quick. The potion of master thievery. Can actually steal a few stuff and we don't have to beat some guys. Clairvoyance to clear up the map. Slow for against some guys. Haste to help our monsters. Was there. Some chaos to confuse some bad guys. Greater medicine to hit through some protections. And minor globe of invulnerability to live with more hits. Also prefer here. Then we activate all the speed. Then we quickly run through this.
Of course.
One is not for sure.
And avoided Elminster again.
No time to chit chat.
A simple
Get
task.
to investigate in the library.
Task.
And here this voice line. If you're too quick, you can miss that, and then the game doesn't give you a check. So you can actually meet him here
I am a man of my word.
and continue with the quest. So yeah, Elminster told us something about it. You don't have to follow the paths of your father. Tells us a bit about
I am Duke Eltan, commander of the Flaming Fist.
Your journey has come.
you could actually learn something about story if you spend more time with it. Now we're back in Candlekeep, our first city, where we, or a place where we started the game and escaped right away.
Our library is a
Now some guy who doesn't have any suspicious name. Where the letters are just misplaced.
our library is a man.
We woke up.
Very strict.
And we actually go to the prison here. So there must be some mistake here. Because we obviously didn't do anything wrong. Get on the shutter door. Scroll and minor thing of globe of invulnerability. And shouldn't have to use the olive in a fat place.
Of course. A simple task. Something.
Because it's still up.
Our library.
Need something, stranger.
A simple task. Done.
Our library is a man's heritage.
A simple task.
Are very strict.
Another time into the prison. We get some help and send out. Another from Shadow Door. Both invulnerability and the invisibility potion.
A simple task.
Then the escape is easier. We have
Yes. Of course. Done.
the oil of speed still with us. The later part.
simple task.
And we escape here from the catacombs. Some assassins waiting for us here for some reason.
Life continues.
Another chapter finished, and we go back to Baldur's Gate.
Would this be a moment for a few messages?
There, Wander. Stay thy course to indulge in old
In a moment,
No problem. Just let me know whenever.
we have Potion of Invisibility and go to the underground. And there we have to retry a few things. So I will boost my Thievery skill here with the Potion of Math Thievery.
Task.
And then try to steal a few things. And yeah, I think then become some message now.
Done and done.
If you want to.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it's apparently very late, and I'm also kind of struggling to stay awake a bit. I wanted to mention here that even though we're entering our final day of the event here, there definitely will be more events coming up in the future. And if you want to stay updated with our events, you can do so by following us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle BSG Marathon. Get a behind-the-scenes look of the event and stay up to date with the latest news on our marathons, events, and more. We're also in the process of uploading all of our VODs to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/BSG Marathon. So be sure to check that out.
Cool, we actually just got the 2 letters that we needed and nothing else. Well, inventory is also full. Well, just quick save because thankfully my character didn't find a way out.
Look at Kristen, honey.
Yeah,
It's
no.
the heroes of the Sword Coast.
Of course.
Just have to go one way underground if I'm quick enough.
It's the heroes of the Sword
The
Coast.
Heroes of the Sword, because we already have a name. Kinda known. Seems.
A simple
Look at
task.
Kristen, honey. It's the heroes of the Kristen, honey.
Just run!
A simple
Look at
task.
Kristen, honey. It's the heroes of the Sword Coast. They're the real.
Come on, out of here. Why is the pathfinding failing here?
You must gather your
Come out.
party for venture.
Giving some guys if they want to talk to us. Or hit us. Not a friendly roll.
A simple task.
We go out. Go to another place so we can exit actually this map from the south. So it's easier. Shorter way. On the map. Give us the invitation here. A guard. And then now comes up the worst fight of the game.
A simple task.
So we need to prepare something. Wand of Summer. And we need some haste for this. Now we need some luck again. To get a good group of monsters to help us in this fight. So we want some melee fighters. That actually might work.
A simple
Before. Wait. Wanted to use haste beforehand. Better roll. Many range fighters. So it's also rolled out here which kind of monsters you get. Take this group, make them hasty. Reposition them. Then we want our Chaos. Great Malison first and slow.
Yes.
And move our main character
What?
into the conversations.
Shut up! Let Servox speak.
Now some of our groups here turn up to be doppelgangers, so actually false guys. And we have to protect the two dukes here in blue, Leah and Belt. And they go down very easily, but we... 2 chaos hits, not that good. Try it with chaos another time. So our monsters had 2 purposes now to fight, and first that the doppelgangers didn't find their way straight to the dukes that we want to protect. It seems kind of good that they don't attack them directly here, so we're involved in some of our monsters, which is way better than attacking the dukes. Also, this one is involved. No one really, besides the one that was hit by chaos. It's kind of good. We hit with our BSG. Well, I think this guy goes for belt now. Just hoping that they don't aim for us, else we have a problem. Now they changed their targets a bit more. Now I go for chaos again. Now walk to the other side. Belt might actually be a bit in trouble. Leah still has 2. Belt has now finally fighting on this side. And Belt is dead. Record dead. He is almost dead. Ah, damn.
Yes. What now? Done?
Means we have to retry this again.
Shut up! Let Servox speak.
It actually looks like a way worse situation for Leah.
Shut up! Let Servox speak.
Oh, I think we got a good blocking. Sides for Belt. Just at the front. Now he is clear of these guys in front of him. The battle music says goodbye for some reason. For opponents, maybe we got hit. Would like to hit with a second chaos again. I look better for Belt now. One guy just left the room. Your dice. Oh no. Actually, accurate on me. Oh man.
Yes. A simple task.
Shut up. Let's
Yes.
I want to have fat positioning.
shut up. Let's Servox speak.
Also, only one chaos hit, and Leah is almost right away dead.
Shut up. Let's Servox speak.
Didn't give any chaos hit.
Shut up. Let's Servox speak.
Where's some alpha combination with a better? I might get stuck. Those are my hits. The other guy is involved in some alpha fight. Chaos didn't hit anything. This one did. Baldur too. It's nice to see. So yeah, this is the biggest challenge before the end boss. Just right behind the next passage, and for some reason isn't that big of a fight. Now we go all guess to almost the last opponent. Okay, got involved in this. Baldur's on it too. Okay, at least I got chaos hit. The guy that has the most HP. Well, don't get hit too often. Actually, Belt got killed. Still. So,
Yes. What now? Of course. Yeah.
don't know, should I give it another try or
Shut up. Let's Servox speak.
I think you can give it another try, yeah?
get some hit here. Big one. Because if ever all ropes just lose here, just show the last area, you know. Time lost in between. Just doesn't go with the formation.
Shut up. Let's
Anyway.
Servox speak.
Leo doesn't stand at all here. Oh, you look so bad. Yeah, Leah dies almost always. Is the first member here of the group. Kind of a magician. Dungeons and Dragons, we're all low-level characters here. The magician don't have that much of defense. Baal's a melee fighter. Can tank a bit more. I get hit them too. That's nice. Only fat guy concentrates on belt. It's already low on HP. On the points. Fat guy is worse. Okay, that down to 2. Aiming for belt, yes. Couldn't go in close distance battle. Doesn't hit. Chaos, of course. And I got hit. So yeah, before we too much over time. So if you run out of if you beat a battle, you could just get to know Sarivok and get them the information that you're not a bad guy actually, and you get beamed here into the last section of the game. You have to go through the labyrinth, and we're a big one to the end battle. Because Sarivok actually just fled. The Duke's fight after his this whole plan blew up with our material that we collected with all the letters that we stole. And then we can see some nice pathing. After clearing up the whole map with clairvoyance and with all the protection, you can just run here through to the ending. And continue, so it's a game. Get past these guys if you're quick enough. Could be quick enough here. And then we get the last protections. Attack for magic, invisibility. The protection from magic is to not hit by the minions, invulnerability, some safety. And then we enter the last room. The last small end fight. So Sarivok, our brother, actually, half brother, wants to fight us. We activate invisibility, and he stops on the platform. And now we can activate some triggers where you activate skull traps, and we don't get hit by with all the protection scrolls up. And Sarivok gets all the hits, and that way you can beat him kind of with his weapons. Takes a bit longer on Legacy of Bhaal. But it's the same tactic as you can use in any percent too. So, the tank and... yeah, that's the end boss and time. So yeah, that was Baldur's Gate 1. Clearly with a few big problems. Sorry about that. Well, hardest difficulty is take some time. As some problem with Duke fights. Take some time with rolling RNG. And yeah, so you can see that here are some souls left. From Bhaal's children. And that's the whole saga about a Baldur's Gate. It continues with second part. So yeah, if you want to learn the game, there are some guides and video tutorials on Speedrun.com. There's also a community Discord. Doesn't have that many runners, could be a bit more on the leaderboards. But yeah, so shoutouts to the community, and yeah, thanks for having me, BSG, and until next time, thanks, good night.
Thank you so much, Jim, for showing us Baldur's Gate. I had a blast watching it, so thank you for showing it off. Up next, we got Double and Leo Kedron doing a race of Trauma Center under the knife, so make sure to stay tuned for that. With that, it will also be the end of my hosting shift here, so thanks everyone for joining me. Floa here will take over for me on the hosting station. Also a quick mention that we will be resetting the stream real quickly during this intermission, so don't worry when the stream goes down for just a few seconds. We'll be right back with you.